Okay, now the scrolling works as expected. We would like, when we have mobile browsers, to hide those links here in the navigation and to display a menu for navigation. When we click on the menu, it should show our navigation as before, and when we click outside, it should hide it. Also, this action could be triggered by this button here. So let's see how we can code this. First, we'll go to our CSS file, and we'll place a special condition for the browsers which maximally can display the width of 640 pixels. For those browsers, we would like to hide the navigation, so we will just type nav.ul and here display to none. If we save and refresh the code, we will see that the moment we are getting at lower width, the navigation here is hidden. So this is the first part. Then we would like, instead of this navigation, to show our menu icon here. So we are trying to style this link here with the ID of menu icon. So in the CSS, we write ID of menu icon, and first it will be not shown to the users, so it will be display none. Then we'll set up width and height, because we are going to use an image for the icon. So width of 40 pixels as well as height. And then for the background, we use our image. We'll use menu icon.png and we'll center the background. So let's test the code. If we refresh, here is our new code for the icon, and it's displayed to none. If we uncheck the displayed state, we see our menu. So for now, this is okay. So next, let's trigger this display to block on our mobile devices. So we have to go again for the style sheet for mobile devices and just trigger the display to block on the menu icon. So if we refresh and test, we see that on the mobile devices we have this menu icon, and on the other devices we have the navigation. Also, if we type margin left to auto, we can see that the menu icon is displayed on the right corner. So we use this also in our style sheet for the mobile devices. Okay, for now the navigation is set to display to none. Let's style it up a little bit so it can be shown nicely in mobile screens. For this, we would like to have some padding in the navigation, so we'll change the padding to 20 pixels. Next, we'll give some background color. It will be in the shade of white. We will also put a border of 5 pixels. For now, this is the style sheet of nav.ul, so we can copy those changes and set it up in our CSS. A rule for the nav.ul here. Next, we would like those links to appear with their normal color, because now they are white on white. So here we have to change the color of the href. So we'll just copy this rule here, and in our style sheet we'll just give it a color of black. So let's refresh. Okay, so far the menu looks like this, and we can continue styling it. For example, we would like our UL to be displayed as flex. And we can also say that the flex information should flow as a column. With this method, we use a flex box to display our items one after each other and to save some space. one thing left is just to remove this padding from the LI. So we will just type padding 0. So now we have our menu for the mobile devices. We'll copy the style for the nav LI into our style sheet. And the next thing we would like to do is to trigger the displaying of this menu when we click on this icon here. For this, we'll set another CSS class is visible. So we'll type is visible. And inside we'll type this display flex and flex flow column. So if we refresh our code, initially the UL is with a display of none, and the moment we will add another class to this UL. So if we type class equals to is visible, we see that the menu appears the way we like it. With this technique, we are just adding one new CSS class, which will change the ordering of the menu items.